Could an AFC East team be ready to poach away the Baltimore Ravens and MVP caliber quarterback Lamar Jackson's blindside protection CEO? The first round pick, the homegrown Raven who got paid, have some injuries but is back to be Pro Bowl caliber. That's right. The man from Notre Dame, Ronnie Stanley, thought to be the highest rated tackle in this year's free agency class with offensive linemen for the NFL. He is said to be potentially pursued, to be poached, to be courted by the New England Patriots when free agency begins. I got the news, rumors, and analysis on another potential suitor for an impending Ravens free agent. It's the Flex Zone Podcast. We made it to 3,000 subscribers. Thank you, Flex Zone family. Let's keep pushing. Make sure you tap with that thumbs up. You make sure you go ahead and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let me know your thoughts on what you're looking forward to seeing this offseason. Will the Ravens keep Ronnie Stanley like head coach John Harbaugh, like Baltimore Ravens GM Eric DeCosta said, or will he be someone who leaves in free agency? Let's get into it. Let's get into the story. An AFC rival could potentially be in the market for offensive tackle Ronnie Stanley as free agency is a week away. Ronnie Stanley is approaching free agency for the first time in his career. And if he does make it there, now the Ravens could still potentially maneuver something where if they wanted to franchise him, if they wanted to potentially hold on to him, they could. But it seems like that is not going to be the case. Ronnie Stanley is turning 31 on March 18th. So shout out to him, fellow Pisces. That combined with his extensive injury history may scare some teams off. But in a very long time where offensive line play is not as good as it once was, where the draft does not have as many great offensive linemen like last season, he will be in high demand. He did solid this year. I know a lot of Ravens fans are down on him. Lamar Jackson doesn't need great offensive linemen. He just needs guys that can mirror well and not commit stupid penalties and not get pushed back into him every play. Now, with that being said, the New England Patriots have emerged as one of the teams that could pursue Ronnie Stanley. Obviously, we know last year they drafted Drake May at number 3. I like Drake May. I saw a lot of Justin Herbert in him. He is potentially that guy for them. They look to have their quarterback. We know they have their coach back and Mike Vrabel, former Patriot great. We know what he did in Tennessee. You got the head coach, you got the quarterback, you have a chance. This team is a sleeping giant in my potential expertise. And Ronnie Stanley, primed to average over 20 million per season, whether it's in Baltimore, New England. This was according to ESPN. The Ravens are in the bottom 11 in NFL salary cap space. Now, with New England, he would fit a gaping hole at left tackle, but also provide leadership, championship pedigree to a locker room that needs it with a second-year quarterback and under head coach Mike Vrabel. The Patriots, they have a league-high $125 million in cap space, and they're going to take a big swing at a couple of players. We heard them linked to T. Higgins. We heard them linked to Chris Godwin. We know they want to add a receiver. We know they want to add offensive line help. We know they want to add another piece or two on defense. So they're going to be big players in free agency. I can see them making multiple moves. Could it be a Stanley? Could it be a wide receiver? Could it be a corner or pass rusher? There are a lot of ways they could go. I think they make at least 2 to 3 major signings. Now, the salary cap is going to be big players in this. The Ravens have just under $12.5 million in cap space as of the recording of this video. And with Stanley commanded to make over $20 million per year, that is not going to help out what the Ravens want to do as well. So it's going to be interesting. I think Ronnie Stanley is a top 10, top 12 tackle at his position. He would come into New England, start at day one, bring their leadership, bring their championship pedigree. He bet on himself, took a pay cut last season. The familiarity with the Ravens is there. They've done a deal before. It seems like they've been working on a deal, and it seems like the framework of that $20+ million per year is what we're going to start at. Now, could a team come in and overpay if he makes it to the market? Like I said, the Patriots. Could the Chiefs? Could the Commanders? Could the Houston Texans? Could you name insert team here, the Chicago Bears? These are teams that could use offensive line depth, offensive line help, and a guy that can come in, start at left tackle, play well in the run, protect and do good enough in the pass, post every day, practice throughout the week. Yeah, he's going to be over 30 years of age, but I still think you can get 2 to 3 years out of Ronnie Stanley. I'm not saying give him a 5-year deal, but maybe is he looking to make big time money? Could you give him 3 years, possibly for 35, 40 million? Or is the team going to warm in and give him 4 years, 70, $80 million. And that's what you could see. Teams are going to overpay because they have a need. And they know they would rather go with the short thing in free agency than an unknown proven commodity and what is a draft class that does not have the amount of elite offensive line talent. There may be, I think, at least 2 to 3 guys in the first round you look at offensive line wise, but those are more out of the top 10, in my opinion, outside of the tackle from LSU, whose name's escaping me right now. But there aren't a lot of great offensive line tackles in this draft. There may be more guard, interior guys, but as far as tackles, that is a hard thing to come by. Even if you draft a tackle, more than likely he's a right tackle and not ready to play left tackle. But with Ronnie Stanley, bring him in at left tackle. You have Drake May. They are a team, I think, and when you look at 2025 going into that season, obviously free agency still to come, obviously still the draft. New England is a sleeping giant. I know they have Buffalo in that division, but do you believe in the Jets? We've seen that movie year after year. Do you believe in the Dolphins? We've seen that movie year after year as well. The Patriots are in prime position, not necessarily to overtake Buffalo because Josh Allen, Sean McDermott, they have a really, really good team, James Cook amongst others, but they could be in prime position to compete with the Miami for the second place spot in that division. Could they win 8 or 9 games next year just off of Drake May's progression and advancement in his abilities going into year two? Them having the most cap money with $125 million a year, adding, they're going to add significant pieces. Guys want to play for Mike Vrabel. Guys want to play with a good young rookie quarterback on a rookie deal, meaning they can get their money, they can pay guys and still have a rookie deal and help out the cap. Robert Kraft, Mike Vrabel, they failed with Gerard Mayo. They failed in the latter year of Bill Belichick. They want to compete, and they want to compete now. We see it with Jaden Daniels and the Commanders going to get Deebo Samuel. We got Bo Nix. We know they're going to add weapons. You look at what they're doing with Drake May. They want to do things the right way. They want to add winning players. Ronnie Stanley will solidify your offensive line, and then from then on, you can build out from there. But the New England Patriots aren't stupid. Mike Vrabel is a really good head coach. He's a leader of men. And more importantly, he's also good on the personnel side also. So I think he's going to help with those decision makers in the front office, the Robert Krafts and the GMs and the people in the player personnel aspect. And he's going to be able to bring a sense of this is the type of guy we have to go out and get. This is the type of guy I want. This is the type of guy I want to coach. And that is going to help us win, not only win, but win championships and play championship caliber football, not only in the regular season, but heading into the playoffs as well. But sound off down below. Leave me a comment. What do you think about Ronnie Stanley? I speak to the New England Patriots. I saw this news coming out. I want to do a quick video for you guys. Thank you again for 3,000 subscribers. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Leave us a thumbs up. Help us out tremendously in the algorithms for other Ravens fans to find out about our content. Leave a comment. It helps us out as well. Good, bad, and different. Like this move, do you think a deal with Ronnie Stanley is going to have for the Ravens? Does it go to the Patriots? Does it go to another team? I want to hear from you. God's favorite host. Thank you guys for watching. Ronnie Stanley possibly headed to the AFC East. Oh man, I don't want to go to the Patriots, but I am of the notion that I don't know. They may resign him. They've done it with Matabike. They've done it with previous countless others. I don't know, man. I feel like Stanley's gone. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how it plays out. I feel like if he does make it to the free agent market, somebody will give him more than $20 million per season and give him that long-term deal he wants, 4, 5 years potentially, and the money guaranteed to make him probably one of the 2 or 3 highest paid linemen in the league. But it's God's favorite host. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell. A Ravens season and off season, it keeps going on and on and on. And it's the league that never sleeps, the NFL, and we never sleep here on the Flex Zone podcast. We'll see you with more content. Check out our interview with Kim McCusick on the channel. Great content is linked down below. We'll see you when we see you for the next video concerning our Baltimore Ravens. I'll keep you updated on all the news, notes, rumors, and information, and all the other happenings in the world of the NFL. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for 3,000 subscribers, and we'll see you when we see you here on the Flex Zone podcast.